Hey, what's up YouTube? Little man with a big opinion here. Today's video, I'm going to talk about preppers and body armor. So nowadays it is becoming a lot easier to get your hands on either old military surplus stuff or even new stuff. And I think it's a very valuable asset that preppers can purchase. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I have a older model military Kevlar. This was, standard issue for a while, and it comes with like a leather interior that you can adjust to, perfectly fit your head. And so mine, fits me very well, and then the chin strap, I've got it set for me, and it's a little tight. I probably need to adjust it a little bit, but this is fantastic head coverage. It does cover the ears, and the way I have it situated is you're supposed to put it like just barely above your eyebrow line. If it gets too low, it makes it a little hard to see, and if it sits too far back on your head, then it kind of just exposes your whole forehead. And so this was, a leftover model that my unit had, and so I was issued it, and I hold on to it. They haven't asked for it back yet. We have moved on to a better one. Instead of the leather straps on the inside, it's padded, and the whole thing has Velcro, and you can adjust the pads. It's really comfortable, but this is still a solid headpiece, and it does what it's supposed to do. It stops bullets. You can see I haven't worn this one in a long time, so it still has the old digital camo on it, and I just haven't got another multicam cover for it. So if you can pick these up at military surplus stores for under $200, I think you're doing fantastic. And it is a extremely valuable piece of equipment for a prepper. Outside of like old military issue stuff, there are military issue like chest rigs and plate stuff or plate carriers. But the one I use, I'm trying to remember the brand actually off the top of my head. It's not Condor, but it's good for 10 by 12 inch plates. And it's a perfect dual purpose for me. It came with mock plates in it that if you want to play airsoft, it's a perfect one for that. I'll definitely put the brand model in the description below. I think I spent $55 on the plate carrier itself. It's got Velcro up top, and then the bottom half has webbing on it. I've got one double mag pouch on the front, and then one little admin bag. That even the admin bag comes with more molly that I can add a grenade pouch on the front of that, or like a little IFAK. And on top of it being an admin bag, I can switch this out when I'm not playing airsoft and put the IFAK there, radio, extra mags, just whatever. It's a pretty versatile setup. This one specifically, the shoulder straps, they're extra padded, and everything is Velcro and strapped down pretty good. Back is universal to the front, so again, Velcro on top, but you can put molly through it, and then more molly on the bottom. And it also has a carry handle on the back for people to drag you if you needed to. What I do like about this specific model is it's got Velcro on it, on the carry handle on the back, so that it can be flat. Sometimes, like if I'm playing airsoft, I can attach a large pack to the back of this, or I can attach my Camelback to the back of this. I think I already said 10 by 12 plates. I'm probably going to upgrade soon because I don't like the sides just being, straps. I would like it if they were a little bit, if it was like the side that you could put in a small plate on the side. But it's a great starter model. Now, to the plates, they fit in here fantastically. On the bottom, you just rip open the Velcro. And this might be a little loud. And it's tough Velcro. I'm putting some work into this. So I'm not going to pull the back plate out because they're the exact same plates. But it's just standard 3A body armor plates. 8x12. And then it's coated with like a bed liner material that makes it, scratch resistant, and it keeps the steel from like getting corrosive or anything. So pretty solid plate. My bad. Whole video I've been saying 10 by 12. I've got 8 by 10s because I've got a smaller torso. It does what it's supposed to do. Covers my whole torso. They do make 10 by 12s, and I believe they make 12 by 12s as well. And you can pick up, this stuff's gotten very cheap and readily available for preppers, or, weight training or anything. Both plates were $75 together, and so 75 with a 50 on top for $125. You now have a rig that'll stop up to 308s. My bad, guys. Knock the old camera over. Get that set back up. That'll be a nice little blooper for a end of the month kind of thing. I don't know. Either that or I'll just leave it in there and just keep going. Put the plate back in here. Velcro it back down. So they do have different sizes for different people. I believe, if I remember correctly, each plate weighs 7.5 pounds. So together you're looking at 15 pounds worth of weight. That'll stop 308s. Get that out of the way. Finish talking. When I bought them, I actually got 3 for like $100. I think I got 3 for $100 total. Because he had one that was just like left alone for some reason. Some guy bought one, and it's kind of hard to sell them, in anything that's not a pair. And so took the extra one to the range. It was, fun shooting. We shot it with everything that I own, everything my dad owns. The 45 black powder revolver literally did nothing to it. Like it peeled the bed liner spray that they have on top of it. 40 caliber did nothing. My AR, which, high velocity, I definitely thought it would have maybe dented it a little bit. No visible dents. I think the AR did more damage than a 30-30 did to the ammo, or to the plate. And at the very end, we shot it with an 8mm Mauser, which did nothing. I was really surprised about that one. And then we finally shot it with one of my buddy's Mosin Nagants. It's rated for 308, which is 7.62, or the Mosin 7.62 by 54, and the 308 is 7.62 by 51. So it's like 0.03 millimeters higher, and it cracked the plate, but it did, when it hit, it ricocheted off the plate as well, and so it put like an inch crack in it, but it stopped the round. So I'm not saying, trust it with, 338 Lapua or a 458 SOCOM or anything, much higher than 308. We also shot it with an SKS as well. That put a little dent in it. And a 12 gauge slug was shot, and that put a big dent in it, but just a little bubble in the long term, and it probably might have bruised some ribs. But the 3A body armor, the steel, I think is perfect by itself. I would recommend like a soft, pistol. Caliber, it's not a solid plate, just soft plates. I would recommend putting that behind it just for a little extra cushion. It would definitely absorb some of the shot coming out of the plate. And it would just give you a little bit more sense of ease. So, as a prepper, I think both of these are perfect items to add to your preps at some point. After you've got, a little bit of food established, a little bit of water. And once you, I do think this is a second tier prep that you get. It's not something that you, start your preps with. I don't think it's, one of the very first things you should get. If you've got the money, then go get it, obviously. But it's also, dual purpose. Like I said, I do airsoft. I do like Milsim style airsofts, and so being able to, for some of those events, keeping the real plates in there while I'm just playing airsoft, it's definitely also a good, training method. So the rig definitely gets used. I also sometimes wear it when I go running. Sometimes if I'm just in, tennis shoes and shorts. Other times, I'm wearing, a nice pair of blue jeans and the combat boots. So if you get, body armor, helmet, just know I believe it's a solid investment for your preps. I think it is a next tier prep, and I believe it will serve its purpose. If I had the old plate sitting here with me, I'd point out all the different times that I shot it, but I believe it was left at my grandfather's house, unfortunately. So with that, if you like the video, leave it a like. You can definitely leave the names of y'all's rigs, whether it's a chest rig or a plate carrier, or maybe you just do a combat belt. I don't know. I've never done a combat belt. Maybe you're a lot quicker guy that you'll just do a combat belt and you're hoping to do just hit and run stuff, and you don't think you'll need plates. Plates are just kind of like a sense of ease if something really bad happened for me. Plus, if you're in the military, it's good to train with extra stuff. They're always evolving. The military stuff is a lot more bulkier than that, and you sweat a lot more. But I can tell you 3A body armor stops what it's supposed to stop. And if you've got, about 150 sitting around for, torso armor, that's also including maybe you want a little bit more expensive rig, maybe some more pouches than what I have, then definitely go for it if you think that's your next prep item. The helmet is a little bit more expensive, but I'm telling you, it'll work wonders for you. And with that, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, I try to post daily. I don't just do prepping stuff. I play video games. I collect silver. I talk about how to earn money. I think the next video I'm gonna do is a silver video, just a little sneak peek. Picked up a few more of these guys to add to the silver stack. I do stocks, and I occasionally try to do something that'll make you laugh. So if any of those things pertain to you, then stick around, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like I said, I try to post daily, and when I finish school, I'll have much more time to post daily. And with that, I'll catch you later. Peace.